school. Hold them off here while Brogan sets up on the roof. I'm on it. No one's getting through. Share.
Protocol Indigo. While I am programmed for...
Terramorph is loose. We can't stop it. When we tried to sync with the neural control interface, it just completely flipped out. Broke through its containment chamber like it was made out of paper. It killed Michelson, Cobb, and Sumatri in all of 1 minute. I'm not even sure where it is now. It took off deeper into the facility. A security detail went in after it, but good friggin' luck. When I know it's safe, I'm going to make a run for the comm relay. Try to call in the cavalry. Hayden Wynn, lead xenobiologist. Wishing he had gone to dentist school like his parents wanted.
I'm detecting a safe nearby. We could make use of whatever is inside, provided you had some digipics and a disregard for personal property rights. I do not understand your attachment to all these objects.
Relay has been trashed. The whole room is trashed. We can't call for help. I can hear the Terramorph roaring somewhere. And more people screaming.
it, and the Crimson Fly will keep your items. Captain, we should continue. May I take some things? It occurred to me that there is room in my Captain, protocol, I will have.
You gotta be kidding me. The Frontier has a new captain? You working with Barrett, or did you pry the ship keys out of his cold, dead hands? We don't have a problem with Barrett. We want that ship, the Frontier. If you're the captain of it now, that means we're after you. Oh, no. You see, maybe your colleague Barrett didn't tell you, but there's a bit of a legend surrounding that ship. That constellation keeps treasure hidden in the cargo bays. The loot from...
That statement is partially correct. The Frontier has been to many planets and moons, but the only things held in the cargo bays are spare parts, dust, desiccated food particles, and a variety of species of ant.
I don't care what kind of lies Barrett programmed that robot to... You're not talking us out of this score. I'm getting that ship. Stop trying to confuse me. They aren't? You sure? You willing to give up the ship? Just like that? Can't believe this. There isn't any treasure? We've been trailing that old Constellation ship for nothing? Get out of here. Take your robot and your ship and get out of here. I see you all again, you're dead.
We should now be free to travel to Constellation's headquarters without Crimson Fleet interference.
we see you again, you're dead.
Don't come back.
Can't believe after all this, we get nothing.
Captain, to reach the Lodge, we must jump to the planet Jemison in the Alpha Centauri system, and then land in the city of New Atlantis. Do not worry, this will all become second nature before too long.
Starship Frontier, this is United Colony Security. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. No contraband detected. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
Roscoe. What, no Baron? Let me guess. Protocol Indigo again? And he's your new captain. My crew can take a look at your ship, and you can stop by the Trade Authority kiosk if you... Nothing for us to do. You're in good flying condition. The Trade Authority runs a vending kiosk next to my booth. It's just... Besides that, Jemison Mercantile is your closest shop if you're looking for a bit of everything. That's further in, past the security checkpoint. Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
You should see some of the ships we get landing here. Like their owners thought decorating their ships with heat leech nests would be a nice touch.
These 15 intakes look a bit clogged. We'll get those cleaned out.
What? That your ship that landed not too long ago? Sure is something.
Hey, try and be careful, okay? Don't want a ship landing on your head. It's really not safe for civilians here.
Looks like you got a few diplomatic mission stamps in your file. Keep making the settled systems a more peaceful place, yeah?
I can assure you, this unprovoked attack on a United Colonies research facility will not go unanswered. We'll get you settled into your new assignments as soon as possible. For you, Bobby, that includes meeting your new foster parent.
My parents aren't dead. They just took a different shuttle. I'll see them when they get here.
Oh, well, of course, that's sure possible. We'll just...
Helena Chambers, ID SSCOM 1327 HCHA. I was the station administrator. I'll need to report to MAST ASAP for a full debrief. My treatment thus far has been entirely unacceptable.
Any authority you had was forfeit the moment House Varun zealots breached the station's perimeter, and you failed to initiate proper evacuation protocols. Thank you for your service. We'll find you a new position commensurate with your experience. And Mr. Bosch, let me just say how honored I am to meet you. By all accounts, you're the only reason anyone made it out of there alive.
Well, just glad I still remember my flight basics. It had been a while. So was shooting a gun.
I read all about New Atlantis. So cool! Is it true the Nat train goes 5,000 miles an hour? Or that citizens get special discounts? Or that the whole city celebrates when it's your birthday? Mine's June 11th, by the way. My parents took me to Aquila City last week. Kinda smelly, but I don't smell anything here.
No, yes, no, and I will certainly mark June 11th on my calendar. As for Aquila City, well, the air purifiers here in New Atlantis are state-of-the-art.
Ugh, Aquila City? Oh, don't even get me started on those simpletons.
Little unfair, don't you think? Freestar Rangers helped me out quite a bit a couple years back. Got ambushed by spacers near Narion. They assisted, no questions asked. Even helped with some repairs so I could do an emergency jump home. Good people.
In any event, you all must be exhausted. Just give me a moment to coordinate some details with security.
Hello?
Not now.
May I help you?
A cup of coffee right about now.
What? No, just, go away.
Guess you caught some of that, huh? The galaxy is at peace. Spacers, House Varun, Crimson Fleet. What happened to the early days, huh? When we just flew... Well now, you don't know how glad I am to hear you. I'm right here with you, my friend. How can you not look up to the cosmos? So much possibility, so much hope, even despite recent events. Ricardo Bosch. I was the lead. It was business as usual until those House Varun crazies swarmed in. Even the Marines were overwhelmed. Honestly, I'm just... Now, Ricardo Bosch. It was business as... Even the Marines were over. Now, Really? You must have been hiding under them. They're basically a bunch of space scumbags. They're a different beast than the Crimson Fleet. Generally speaking, pirates want your stuff, so they can occasionally be reasoned with. Spacers, though, they tend to shoot first and... Not what, who. How to describe House Varun? Well, faction, or cult, whatever you want to call them. They believe in some sort... About 100 years back, they picked a fight with pretty much everyone in the settled systems. I guess your school never covered the Serpent's Crusade, huh? We eventually made peace, sort of. Then they just... disappeared. They're out there, somewhere. Or so folks assume. The ones that attacked us, they were the... You meet those guys, you... Not what, who? How to describe faction or cult, whatever you want to call them. About 100 years back, they picked a fight with pretty much everyone in the settled systems. I guess your school never covered. We eventually made peace, sort of. Then you meet those guys? Yep, that I have. Had to dump a load of cargo just last year. Microscopes. Can you believe that? Pirates are a tricky lot. In space, they're all about the hit and run. You jump in, keep your cool, and you can generally stumble upon them planetside, though. And their trigger fingers get... Goodbye.
Does that
See
woman
that scientist
have
out
any
in front of
idea
mast,
who I am?
staring at trees? Saw your ship come in. Nice ride. Hey there.
I've never been in a battle before. Everyone kept telling me to keep my eyes closed, but it's kind of hard to do that when you're running. At first, I thought it was ecliptic mercenaries shooting at us, but it wasn't. It was these other people yelling about serpents and stuff. Is that really an appropriate thing to say to a child? Anyway, I'm fine now. I hope my parents don't take too long getting here.
Just
She
quiet,
can't
quiet
do
there.
this to me.
Not too much.
Yeah, it was like, snakes and serpents will eat you all. Rah, the stars will squeeze you. When it comes to Ecliptic, I know everything. It's not like they're mercenaries, so they work for money. And it's like, for enough money, they'll do anything. I've heard a couple. My dad says they're horrible. Like they can pretend they're working for someone and it's official, so they do anything they... Hey. When it comes to Ecliptic, I know they're mercenaries. My dad says they're horrible.
Not sure if those Varun zealots live in
Not
space,
now.
got separated from their
May
home
I help
planet
you?
or what.
Another time, then.
But they scavenge what they need.
Hello.
Lots of old facilities left over from the colony war, and they like to pick them clean.
Be careful if you run into those ecliptic jerks. They fly around like they own the settled systems. They like to use all...
Hey,
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving.
Can't talk right now, sorry.
Cool space. Evening, sir.
Hey, Bosco. What? No Barry? Let me guess. Protocol Indigo again? And here's your new... Looks to me like you've already... The Trade Authority runs a vending kiosk. Besides that, Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
Okay, no problems there.
Hey,
That looks good.
kind of breaking my concentration here.
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. They'll cause plenty of havoc if left unchecked.
Captain, Constellation will be waiting for you at the lodge.
Yeah, excuse me.
Ugh. Wish that bartender at the viewport would stop complaining to security. I don't know what she lost, but she won't get it back by annoying us.
Keep your eyes open and watch your step, okay? Watch for the engine blast, will ya? They'll pull you right over.
First thing you lose working the spaceport, the ability to be shocked by other people's squalor.
I've heard some people get bored at their jobs. Think I'd like to try that someday. Thinking about joining up with the Vanguard? Talk to Commander Twala up at Mast. He'll get you in the system.
How are you?
Hello?
Dawn's Roost has the best food in the settled systems.
Excuse me?
Can't talk right now. Sorry.
Gotta run soon. Late to a meeting.
Pardon me.
How's it going? Wouldn't want to live anywhere else.
Sorry, can't talk.
I'm busy at the moment. This place always surprises me. Hey!
I can assure you this unprovoked attack on a United Colonies research facility will not go unanswered. We'll get you settled into your new assignments as soon as possible. For you, Bobby, that includes meeting your new foster parent.
My parents aren't dead. They just took a different shuttle. I'll see them when they get here.
Oh, well, of course, that's sure possible. We'll just...
Helena Chambers, ID SSCOM 1327 HCHA. I was the station administrator. I'll need to report to Mast ASAP for a full debrief. My treatment thus far has been entirely unacceptable.
Any authority you had was forfeit the moment House Varun zealots breached the station's perimeter, and you failed to initiate proper evacuation protocols. Thank you for your service. We'll find you a new position commensurate with your experience. And Mr. Bosch, let me just say how honored I am to meet you. By all accounts, you're the only reason anyone made it out of there alive.
Well, just glad I still remembered my flight basics. It had been a while. So was shooting a gun.
I read all about New Atlantis. So cool! Is it true the Nat train goes 5,000 miles an hour? Or that citizens get special discounts? Or that the whole city celebrates when it's your birthday? Mine's June 11th, by the way. My parents took me to Aquila City last year. It kinda smells, but I don't smell anything here.
No, yes, no, and I will certainly mark June 11th on my calendar. As for Aquila City, well, the air purifiers here in New Atlantis are state-of-the-art.
Ugh, Aquila City? Oh, don't even get me started on those simpletons.
Little unfair, don't you think? Freestar Rangers helped me out quite a bit a couple years back. Got ambushed by spacers near Narion. They assisted, no questions asked. Even helped with some repairs so I could do an emergency jump home. Good people.
In any event, you all must be exhausted. Just give me a moment to coordinate some details with security.
Hi.
I'm really rather busy.
May I
Does
help
that
you?
woman have any idea who I am?
Problem?
Hi.
I used to be an actuary. Keep your nose clean. Last thing I want is to charge you for a DP, an AB, B&E.
Guess you caught some of that, huh?
But at least then you wouldn't have to worry about the...
Spacers, Houseful. What happened to the early? Well now, I'm right here with you, my friend. How could... So much possibility. Ricardo Bosch. I was the lead researcher on the station that got attacked. It was business as usual until those House Varun... Even the Marines were overwhelmed. Honestly, Now, I just want to get back to work. Really? You must have been hiding. They're basically a bunch of space scumbags. They're a different beast than the Crimson Fleet. Generally speaking, pirates want your stuff, so they can occasionally... Spacers, though. They tend to shoot first and ask questions never. Not what, who. How to describe House Varun. Faction, or cult, whatever you want to call it. About 100 years back, they picked a fight. We eventually made peace, sort of. Then they just disappeared. They're out there, somewhere. Or so folks. You meet those guys, you run. Yep, that I have. Had to dump a load of cart. Pirates are a tricky lot. In space, they're all about the hit and run. You jump in, steal your... keep your cool, and you can generally talk your way out. Stumble upon them planetside, though, and they're triggered. Goodbye.
I've never been in a battle before. Everyone kept telling me to keep my eyes closed, but it's kind of hard to do that when you're running. At first, I thought it was ecliptic mercenaries shooting at us, but it wasn't. It was these other people yelling about serpents and stuff. Probably. I'm pretty brave. A kid tried to bully me once, and I punched him in the head. Don't take shit from anybody, my mother says. And I don't. Anyway, I'm fine now. I hope my parents don't take too long getting here. Hello? Yeah, it was like... When it comes to Ecliptic, I know everything. It's not like it's a secret. They're mercenaries, so they work for money. And it's like, for enough money, they'll do anything. I've heard of... My dad says they're horrible. Like they can pretend they're working for someone and it's official, so they do anything they want.
She can't do this to me. What? No, just, go away.
Sergeant Yumi is looking for reliable people to help the guard. Contact him if you're interested. We'd all appreciate it. Something to report?
Hello. Got a call someone's power kept going out. Know what it was? A heat leech as long as my leg. Ugh. Chef school? This ain't exactly where I saw myself.
Hi there.
Oh, hey, what's up?
왜?
왜 그러세요? 안녕하세요.
Hi.
I don't want to waste my time struggling to get to middle management.
Pardon? You have room for one more on your crew? Trust me, you'd be getting a bargain.
Hey.
Hey there. You look like the planet hopping type. Got any room on your ship for someone like me? Plenty. I'm comfortable on a ship, especially in the gunner seat. I'm also a trained expert with shotguns. I have the certification to prove it. I guess that's goodbye then? Safe travels!
Yes?
Hey, if you're looking for a weapon specialist, I could really use the work to pay off some debts. The kind that need to be paid off quickly, or else I'm in big trouble. And if you don't mind, I'd kind of like to keep the details of that to myself. Unless you're agreeing to hire me, of course. Damn. Guess I'll try someone else.
Not used to people coming up to me. The suit usually scares them off. Although I guess that's my fault, isn't it? Yeah, well, I go all over. A little psychological warfare up front tends to make things easier. Retired, actually. From too many lives to count. But I've been all those things, yeah? And a few more. I spend a lot of time in the fringes these days. God help you if you come across something someone wants. You'd think it was things like civilizations and factions that cause people to want to shoot each other. No, even without that, it's still winner take all. Of course. That's what makes the reality so tragic. Wait a second. I think I'm in danger of having a real conversation with someone for a change. Better stop here. I'm sure we'll see each other again.
Good to see you again. Can I get you something? Hope life is treating you well. Let me know if I can get you anything. Hey there. Always nice to see a new face. First time in New Atlantis? Oh boy, I didn't mean for you to take it personally. It's just something to say to customers. Break the ice, know what I mean? Listen, you just relax. Make yourself comfortable. You're welcome to stay as long as you want. That work for you, new guy? Let me know if there's anything I can get you. You know, I had a guy in here last week ranting that General Shao ought to send the Marines down into the well. I'm usually all for letting folks speak their mind. Most times it can't be helped after a few drinks. Anybody stuck living in the well, it almost certainly isn't by choice. And things down there aren't that bad. Yep, spaceport traffic keeps me pretty busy. But just between you and me, I've got something in the works that'll change everything. A new drink that'll make this place famous, galaxy-wide. You would love it, I guarantee. Only, I can't make you one right now. I made a deal with a hauler to bring me some small samples of an but it never showed up. Turns out the guy I hired was also hired by a few other folks. The kind of folks who ship less than legal. Security got wind, and the whole lot was impounded. Now they're just sitting on it, taking their sweet time like they always do. It's killing me. I submitted all the paperwork, believe me. And really, I'm not even certain this is what I need to finish the recipe. I need to get my hands on that cargo. I really do. It's gonna keep me awake nights if I don't try. Before we say anything else, I am in no way asking you to do anything that might violate, and this is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe, and if, hypothetically, that we're done in a less than one. You, with me on this? God, you have no idea what a relief this is. I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in guns blazing and taking hostages or something. I just figure there has to be a way to get what I need. I know a few things, but not much. The cargo is being held down at the spaceport, not in the security office. Still, they use the same access cards. If you had one, it'd work. How or why you would have a UC security access card is none of my business, of course. Beyond that, the ship decks over there might also be able to get in. I don't know any of them, or I'd be talking to them instead of you. No offense. Like I said, I submitted the usual security. I don't expect the forms to matter. At all. I went and talked to an officer at the office, too. Yumi. Sergeant, maybe? He was polite, but unhelpful. I declined to suggest that as their new slogan. New Atlantis Security. Polite, but unhelpful. Truth in advertising, eh? I'm not worried. I'm annoyed. Wait, are you saying I should be worried? No, of course not. It'll be fine. Bit of a slow news there. Well, speaking of news, some folks are convinced. Ridiculous, if you ask me. Sure, they ran a couple of stories about Aquila City that weren't totally critical, but come on. Have you ever been? Anyway, that's the sort of high-stakes stuff people talk up while waiting on a flight. I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in. I'm not worried. Wait, are you saying I should be worried? Catch you later.
Yes. What?
Hello.
The well's been having brownouts all the time. Mast finally sent someone down there, but nothing's changed. Seems like the Crimson Fleet is everywhere these days.
Barrett enjoys this establishment. He frequently buys chocolate here, though I have informed him repeatedly. It is likely a significant contributing factor to his being overweight.
If you're in the market for artwork, I'm sure I can find something to suit your needs. Selling art is a bit of an art itself. Indeed, I am. I've been an art dealer for most of my life. It's actually why I'm here in New Atlantis today. I'll be delivering a piece of art to a very particular client later. Actually, would you like to pick up the artwork and bring it back to me? Excellent. You'll be picking up the art from Zoe Kaminsky at the Trade Authority. Tell her you're there for Samson Jeb. Return the artwork to me, and you... Well, of course they do. Why wouldn't... I've heard tell that you can get some very... But for now, let's settle... In a sense, my trade doesn't necessarily need me to be tied down in... I'm here now for an opportunity. In my line of work, I can't... Other than being an art dealer, there's not much to say. I grew up in Neon. And I did a few odd jobs, some deliveries, and it eventually led me onto this... Goodbye.
If it belongs on your ship, then I'm sure we have it for sale. Hi there! Thanks for stopping in. Feel free to look around. I can take care of transactions, and if you've got... Thanks. It's hard work, and I can't take all the credit. Gerhardt, my business partner, he does so much of the work. If it weren't for him, I don't know where we'd be now. Oh, please, take a look. Appreciate the business.
Hope New Atlantis has been treating you well.
Sure hope your day's going as well as mine is. I think I could live on coffee if I had to. Fine, I guess. Do we know each other? Oh, alright. I thought you were trying to flirt with me. My day's going fine. It's hard to complain about anything when you have a Terror Brew in your hand. Catch you later, yeah? What, at Terror Brew? I wish. Nah, I live at Athena Tower. Just moved in, actually. My girlfriend and I got a place there a few weeks ago. I'm not sure how long we'll be there, though. We're saving up to get out of New Atlantis and, tour the settled systems. I sure hope your day's going as well as mine is.
Although I have attempted an analysis several times, I simply cannot quantify humans' addiction to caffeine.
Buddy, it's coffee. Pick one, get out of the way, and let us get on with our lives.
Yeah, sorry. Sure. Hi there. Yes? What?
Always wondered what the inside of the lodge looks like. My colleague has an amazing relic in his possession. A spoon recovered from Earth. Oh, I'm so envious. Here one moment, gone the next. I tell you, you must cherish everything and everyone while they're here. You never know. Thank you. I appreciate that. You see, I lost something invaluable. Lost it in a bet. It was a gem. Priceless, no doubt. That scoundrel George St. George has it in his possession now. And knowing... I agree. I think I know just the thing. St. George, like myself, is a collector of trinkets and relics from Earth. I have in my possession. Please, would you be my hero and go exchange? Fantastic! Here's the plate. Come. Oh, where are my manners? My name is... It does. It was the first item I ever... I received that gem when I was a young man. Ah, well... I can assure you with near certainty he won't decline. As much as I hate to. We both adore relics from Earth. No matter... It pains me to part with the plate, but I happen to have a few others in my collection. If it... Yes, I've been blessed. When I was a younger man, I would travel the set, but out of all the places... not by profession. I work out of the Valberg building. Gambling is a vice I've indulged since... Alas, recently my luck has soured, but I can't stop, right? A lesson I still have yet to learn, unfortunately. Thank you. I collect all sorts. Gems, novelties, old Earth trinkets. Anything and everything that has some sort of value. You'd be amazed what people will wager in a bet. My collection, as it stands, is quite valuable and substantial. It used to be... Ta-ta! Pardon? Hey there.
Hello, and welcome to Terra Brew. How may I serve you? Hi there. Welcome to Terra Brew. How can I help you? Corporate policy requires me to state that everything Terrabrew offers.
It's amazing what passes as art nowadays.
You ask me, the real New Atlantis is down here. All that stuff comes from. It's kind of sick. All this... Personally, I think daylight's overrated. Look around. You tell me. You see it's a big organization. A lot of planets, lot of... Sometimes stuff falls, but that's all right. Because I am the bikes. A lot of people will tell you it's the worst. One step above being homeless. They'll whine. Me? I like it. It's more real down here. But hey, to each their own. You need something else, I'll be here.
You're out there a lot, right? In space? Just do us all a favor and never turn into one of those spacers.
Everyone is... I think I got them... What do you call them? Corns? Yeah, I got corns. I know your type. The freewheeling space ace. Must be nice. You didn't hear this from me, but those ecliptic mercenaries? The factions use them sometimes. Freestar Collective and UC both. That's why they give them a wide berth. Ask me. Those murdering assholes.
Okay, hello. Thing about the trade business? Who you know matters as much as anything else. Welcome to the Trade Authority. If, however, you are here under false pretense, say, sent by one Miss Tsang of UC Distribution, then I'm afraid you'll find nothing illegitimate here to report to her, and I'd ask that you pass along. So, what'll it be? Perhaps, but I'm quite confident. Please, let me know if I can assist. Ah, yes, I've been expecting you. Here's your package. And don't worry, I've already corrected the ownership record for you. Good. I'm glad we understand each other. Sorry, all sales are final. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some other matters to attend to. Thanks for your business. I thought the name made it rather obvious. Whether it's bulk cargo, specialty items, or individual requests, we make sure things get where they need to go. We have shipping lanes across the settled systems and deal with nearly every major corporation and faction there is. I thought the name, whether it's bulk cargo, specialty items, or... We have shipping lanes across the settled... We've been in New Atlantis for a very long time. Before most things top... With lots of infrastructure already in place, ample storage, and discreet. It's had the unintentional, but not unwelcome, side effect of weeding out... The Trade Authority appreciates your visit.
Yes, what?
Everything good? We're here to help.
It's a quaint shop, isn't it? I like it here. Don't mind me. Just a weary man, resting his feet. Maybe a little. Better than all the noise and attention. Oh, Henrik is an old, but I don't just loiter around. Stay out of trouble. I help out Henrik from time to time. All right, then.
No loitering, okay? Can't say I'll have what you need, but you're welcome to look. That's so. Think folks down here are too poor to... Yeah, I get that kind of attitude far too often. You find yourself with any more commentary, feel free to keep it to yourself. It's fine, just maybe give things... Stop by anytime.
I help out Henrik from time. Unfortunately, I'm quite old-fashioned. But if you do a small all you need to do is pick up a package from Red Mile and deliver it to me. You don't even need to... The contents are of no interest to you, and they're not contraband if that's what you're wondering. If you're uncomfortable doing this favor, you're free to decline. I'm... fantastic. You have a good one.
Kay's place is like second home. Problem is, I don't really have a first. I used to drink. Then, I met Jake. Now I don't. You might say he saved my life. No, I came here like a lot of folks. Ones who've been here for a while, they can't even... Maybe someday I'll be the same. No, I came here like... Ones who've been here for a while, they can't even... Maybe someday I'll be... What you see is what you get. But I like to think when things get bad, that's when people's kindness shines brightest. Even down here. Stay safe.
There's a lot of work that needs to be done in the well. We run a number of social programs, from financial aid to food banks. We started as an intellectual movement built around atheism. As our numbers increased, we began focusing on humanitarian. We don't exactly pass around an offering plate, if that's what you're asking. But we do run mostly on donations. And as you might have guessed from... Perfect. It just so happens as a task. Indeed. Sometimes it just works out that way. People with mutual interests seek each other out, and by working together... As for the job, I need you to pick up a man named Tahir over at the medbay. He's recovering from some injuries and needs assistance getting back to his apartment. I'd like you to pick him up, grab a bite to eat, and take him home. That's a touchy subject. Tahir's had several run-ins with UC security, He also blames the UC for the conditions in the well. And since he won't accept help from the authorities, the house is stepping. That's a touchy subject. He also blames the UC for the conditions in the well. And since he won't accept help... In one of the poorer districts, near where the children play soccer. Take him that far and he should be... Tahir is prideful, and I don't want him to feel like you held his hand. You just nudged him. Great, you'll find him over. He's probably hungry, so after you pick him up, she should have a meal ready for him to take home. And thanks.
I'm not much for prayer. Tried it once.
It takes us. Dealing in art is, Shh! Are you crazy? Keep your damn voice down. Oh, get off your high horse. I didn't trick you. You're just not very observant. What do you have to complain about? You're getting paid? It's all part of the game, my friend. It pays to get your... But I digress. Thank you for your discretion. Now that our little transaction is complete, I should be on my way. That's of no concern to you. I told you at the end of our business that we will not speak about it. Back to it then. It's amazing what passes as art nowadays. See you. Selling art is a bit of a... Other than being an art deal, I did a few odd jobs, some deliveries, and it eventually led me onto this path I'm on. See you. Dealing in art is a... That's of no concern. I told you at the end of... Goodbye. selling. It's amazing what passes as art nowadays.
Shh! Are you crazy?
Yes, yes. Just hand it over. You've held up your end of the bargain. Our transaction... That's of no concern to you. I told you at the end of our business that we would... Back to it then.
Enter the city. Please keep moving.
Telling you, Bianchi, something's wrong with the boots you sold me. I wear them to the metro. Suddenly, the shuttle runs late. I buy a cup of coffee, and the barista screws up my order. It's like I'm walking under ladders with a broken mirror in my pocket. And the only time it happens is when I'm wearing your boots.
So, what do you want me to do about it?
I want a damn refund!
Fine, fine. I'll take the boots back. Just don't tell anyone you bought them from here.
Jake's is a good place to meet contacts. It's got the right amount of booze and the right amount of schmooze.
Again with these boots.
Have a good one.
Scientist out in front of mast, staring at trees, sounds upset. Whatever it is, can't be that bad, right? You have a nice day now.
don't need your help. I can walk home on my own.
Suit yourself, but if you get lost or end up in a cell, don't blame me. I tried to help.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to know where the soccer nets are? My apartment's in the same area. I got a bad case of the brain fog. Really? Is this some sort of... Andy, sing. Well, if I'm gonna owe anyone, I'd rather it be the house than the UC. All right, you win. Seeing as I got no one else, might as well roll the dice with a stranger. So, go on, lead the way.
I'm thinking about taking this gun to my hands for a minute. It'll be a gift for Will. Get that idea.
Nice to see a fresh face around here. Do you know why this place has stood for so long? I make sure everyone's comfy. I tell it like it is. I've got it right here. Is this for you to hear?
Well, I don't have any credits, so...
Then you're good. I already talked to Andy, and this...
Thanks, Kay.
You're welcome, kid. It's just good. You know, there was a time when you'd be in here every night.
Things change, Kay.
I know. Believe me, I know.
I'm sorry. I'll try not to.
Good. Here's the soup.
Ah, here we are. Home sweet home. At the end of the... But, thanks for the help. Oh, right, the soup from Kay's. You might say that. Before I got hurt, I used to stop by Kay's every night for a soup and a sandwich. It didn't matter how bad my day. As long as I had my food and my... And to be honest, I haven't... So... Likewise. I don't have a lot of connections. I appreciate meeting someone I can call.
Boo! Did I scare you? Oh, wow. That watch is super cool.
Hi, mister. Nice to meet you.
I wish I lived on a spaceship.
I'm not great with directions. Even if I wasn't recovering, I'd probably get lost.
keep it moving.
There's a lot of work that needs to be done. Welcome to the House of Enlightenment. We don't exactly part, but we do. We started as our numbers increase. Take care.
I'm not much for prayer. Tried it once, didn't stick. But maybe it's like date. Take care.